Today on Dirt Road Cred, we struck gold and we've got the first Goldilocks Wrangler in the country. Let's take a walk around of this vehicle, show off the color and a little bit more about the story behind it. And this one is actually ours. All that and more today on Dirt Road Cred. All right, guys, well, this story actually is very interesting on how we found, sourced, and ended up purchasing this Jeep. Quite literally, this thing has been coast to coast in the past week or so. It left Toledo, went all the way out to a dealership in Phoenix, Arizona that had no idea this Jeep was coming in. I'm always on Jeep.com, always looking and seeing if this color is available. One evening, there was a broken image selector up with Goldilocks as a color selection being available. I clicked on it, there was two, and this one was in transit to a dealership. I gave them a call, they didn't even know it was coming in, put a deposit on this thing, and lo and behold, it is here in Daytona. It gets even a little bit crazier because we wanted to have this thing for Jeep Beach, right? We're in PA, we're trying to make plans, we're going down, we need to get this Jeep there. We actually had this thing transported from Phoenix, Arizona to Hernando, Florida, to our good friend Brian at Distinction Applied, who then took it upon himself to color match this Jeep and already spray and put on covered up pieces on the vehicle. Now what's cool about this is he was able to get the color perfectly right, so if you guys are ordering a Goldilocks, you'll be able to get those right on our website and add them to your brand new Jeep. Now what's also cool about that is now through August 31st, 2026, if you pick up anything on our site, you're going to be automatically entered to win our beautiful 2026 Mojave Vice with a 5.7 liter AMW swap. Now remember, no purchase is necessary to enter. Official rules are on the website, but that's a really cool way to get entered and pick up some really cool products. And we wouldn't be able to do any of this without our excellent friends throughout the entire country. Quite literally, it got shipped down, we picked it up, drove it here. This is the first one in the country. There's none other that are made, there's none other in transit, there's none other built, and this is a Rubicon 2026. I wasn't able to select anything out of it, and yes, we did purchase it. This wasn't because we met Jeep out at Moab. We had to go find this thing ourselves. Well guys, we're gonna walk around this Jeep a little bit and show off everything that's going on with it, and not only that, show off the color. Goldilocks is actually the same paint code as a 2014 Amped JK Wrangler. It's paint code PYC, and there's actually a bit of a name when it comes to looking this up in the paint code section. It's an amber pearl metallic clear coat on this Jeep. And as you walk around the vehicle, I didn't even know what this was going to look like. I knew what Amped looked like on the JK, but when you move to a JL with different body lines, different hood, different grille, it really changes up the look of this color. As you go around, Ryan, you got some shots when it was overcast, and it does look dark. It's got the amber, it's got a gold, but it's not like Inca gold in the TJ. There's a lot of folks that thought Goldilocks would be the same as Inca gold in the early TJs. It is not that paint code. If you have an Amped JK, this is the exact same paint code. But looking around this thing, we didn't opt for anything because we couldn't order it. This one did come with a paint-matched roof and paint-matched Highline Rubicon fender flares, and then it did get the optional Rubicon 392 steel performance hood. Now I think that, Ryan, helps a little bit with being able to see the full color, is because the entire Jeep is paint-matched, and then on the hood you do get the power dome side, which gives you a little bit more of angle and to be able to see the clear coat. Dude, this thing it's clean. Do you care if we walk around? Yeah. Do you care, Ryan? If we
I care.
Ryan, do you want to walk around this thing?
Yeah.
I'll just walk right into the ocean. Anyways, guys, so when we're looking at this Jeep, what we've got going on is there is an absolute ton of metallic in this paint. At first, I couldn't really see because it was dirty. It had been transported all over the country, but I took a chance, went to the car wash, and got this thing all cleaned up, and you can really see the flake in the clear coat here. This thing is absolutely beautiful, and as you walk around, the color does change. It goes from dark to light. There's a lot going on with this, and I would say I think that this is the first one to leave the factory and probably get the final stamp of approval from the paint shop. They have to mix and match all these panels. This is plastic, this is steel, that's aluminum, so they have to make sure that the paint looks good on every piece, and I think they did a fantastic job. But as you look here, like, there's a lot of flake in this paint. It reminds me of Bikini because the color completely changes, and then I feel like if we ceramic coat this, it's gonna look even better. But this is what I was most excited for, Ryan. Up front, they've never done this color on the JL. The 2024 style grille on this with the front 392, all of the angles going on this, I really am enjoying this color. I was nervous. I didn't know what it was going to look like. You never know. You're buying a car sight unseen. There's no one else with images or photos anywhere on the internet. So quite literally, you're taking a gamble. I mean, we've done that a lot of times. We ordered juice without seeing juice.
Yeah, I mean,
we
Jeep didn't have anything but...
There's nothing. And I wish Jeep would like pull one of these out in Toledo, just take some shots of it so people would know what they're ordering. For any of you guys that are ordering Goldilocks, here's your video. You'll be able to see what the color looks like, and I'm hoping that if you guys like this color, you pick up one of these Jeeps and now you can kind of get some build ideas from us. Well guys, an interesting thing about this vehicle is that when we talked to Vince over at Jeep, he was actually saying that quite literally it takes about 8 months to get one of these vehicle paints approved. Now it's because of a couple different factors, the biggest one being that there are so many different body lines, body panels, and different materials that they have to make sure everything matches perfectly. Now, as you look at this thing, it does match very well. Gold looks fantastic on this vehicle, but quite literally, this has only been available to order for about a week or two, and we've already got one. We had to jump through so many hoops to get this vehicle. It was phone calls with Arizona, it was different time frames. Shout out to Kevin over at Bill Luke. This is not a paid plug, not a sponsored plug. He was just really great and instrumental in actually us getting this vehicle, so huge shout out to him. But they got the vehicle. We called, we placed the order, we said, here's a deposit, we'll take the vehicle. Then we had to have this thing shipped all over the place. So we're super excited to have it here in person. But I mean, come on, Jeep, like, we're your boys. We sat with you guys at dinner, we shared a meal together. Invite us out to Toledo and we'll check out every concept, every 12 for 12, and we'll post videos like this so the customers that are looking to order these new colors, order these new trims, can see them in person. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, we would love to have you here at the community because we make very poor financial decisions, and versus waiting for one of these to come in and maybe get to see it, we just bought the first one. We check out all the 12 for 12s, we do a ton of news, a ton of videos, a ton of installs, and we come to shows like this where you guys can see us in person and come hang out with us. So if you aren't subscribed, we would love to have you here on the channel, and if you have been subscribed, thank you guys so much for watching. But guys, we'd like to hear a little bit more from you down below in the comments. We know that we have the best audience and subscriber base on the Jeep planet, so you guys in the comments definitely make these videos just so much better. You know, you're going on there, you're commenting, you're talking about things. We want to hear your opinion on this color. So when you look back at the JK days, when this was in an amped color on the JK, they started to come out with the Rubicons, the Rubicon Hard Rocks, the Rubicon X a little bit with that. So you could get more paint to match colors, you could get different styles of hood, you could get a couple different things. But on the JL, it's just a different animal. You can get a lot of things color matched easier. There's more two-tones going on as well because you've got two like kind of split fenders there, so black down below, paint matched up top. The hard top is fully paint matched on this, and I think the JL just does a fantastic job of giving you the two-tone, giving you the ability to accent, but then also not just making solid plastic pieces that have just solid color on them. These are a little bit more detailed on these Jeeps, and I gotta say, I'm a massive fan of this color so far. Obviously, we own it, so this is gonna be my personal rig, and we've got a ton of plans with this. So Ryan, we'll give over the initial specs of this Jeep, what this Jeep started life at. This is not a Rubicon X. This is actually just a Rubicon here. Paint to match fender flares, paint to match hardtop, convenience group, and then the steel performance hood group on here. And I think that's it. There was just a couple options. So it's still got cloth interior. It does not have all the Rubicon X goodies, the power leather seats, all that. To be honest, I like the power leather seats, but I do really like just the manual seats. They work, they're easy, and we do have plans to rip the cloth off. Quite frankly, we've got a lot bigger plans with this. So I will let you guys guess down below or kind of tell us what you'd like to see, but let's just say what's underneath the hood right now doesn't matter. What gearing really doesn't matter, tire size really doesn't matter, and the fact that it's cloth really doesn't matter. You guys know we have a lot of friends in the industry, and let's just say the juice and the purple rain are good hints at what might be happening to this Jeep, but we're super excited to take you along with this build. And what I'd like to hear down below in the comments are maybe some accent colors that you might want to see with the Goldilocks, or do you have a Goldilocks on order? Quite frankly, I think that this Jeep is going to be pretty hot. We just pulled into Daytona 1 last night for one of the Speedway events, and everyone was walking up saying, man, when did they do gold? Like, a lot of people don't even know that they did this color. That's because you're not seeing any out there on lots. So we're hoping that this video reaches you that are watching this and are able to see this color, particularly if you're debating ordering one of these. I really think, and Ryan, I think you could say the same, I don't even have to ask you, this is probably going to be a popular color. Yes. I know when we bought our 41 Wrangler back in the day, that was like one of the first ones too. We were like, we want to be first, right? So the 41, when we got that, it was really awesome because we were able to dial that thing in, get the military theme, but then see what you could do with the color scheme. Same with the juice. We ordered that color sight unseen. We didn't even know what juice was going to look like. We got it in, and then we're able to accent it and get it exactly dialed in how we wanted to. But this is the same way. We'll be able to show you guys what this Jeep looked like right away and give you the ability to maybe order one, maybe take a look at it, or maybe update if you have an amped JK. This might be something you want to consider. But I haven't been in a 4-door for a while. I've actually been toting around in the 2-door 41, have a car seat in the back. It's not fun in the winter. It's fun in the summer when you just reach through the side, but having a 4-door is great. We've done a lot of Gladiator content recently. We've got the purple Jeep. We've got, we call it the purple, the Mojave Vice. We've got the Juice. Ryan's 2-door is still around. Our 41 is still around. But guys, we'll have this thing down at our subscriber celebration on the beach, fully permitted, fun event where a lot of our friends and vendors are going to be there, as well as a lot of subscribers watching this content. You'll be able to come by, see this vehicle. We might have it in the show too, because we do have a booth at the Daytona track, but you'll be able to pick up a shirt like this, which we actually designed with the Goldilocks, the dogs in there, and that was the paint code that we were pulling offline. So we really tried to incorporate it with the Jeep that we intended to buy. So super cool stuff, guys. We can't wait to see you guys down here if you're down in Daytona. But you know what? If you're not, we'd love to have you drop a like, drop a comment, and chat with us down below in the comments. We truly enjoy each and every one of you guys, and we wouldn't have been able to get to 100,000 subscribers without each and every one of you. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We're excited to bring a new build to the channel. We're excited to be down here at Jeep Beach, and yeah, this is just amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. I might go enjoy the water a little bit. Maybe we'll go take a dip here in beautiful Daytona Beach, because it is just a beautiful day going on here. Thank you guys so much for watching. From Ryan behind the camera, me here talking to you, Josh and Lacey over there, Justin over there, everyone else that comes down to this event, we want you to get out there and earn yours.